Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Supreme Court dismisses plea seeking use of ballot papers instead of EVMs during upcoming Assembly and Lok Sabha polls. Cabinet approves development of Kartarpur corridor in Punjab from Dera Baba Nanak in Gurdaspur district to international border. Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satyapal Malik says formation of a stable new government in the state was an impossibility. Withdrawal of nominations for Rajasthan and Telangana Assembly elections ends today. And in boxing, MC Mary Kom and Lovlina Borgohain to play their semi-final bouts of Women's World Championships in New Delhi this evening. The Supreme Court today dismissed a PIL seeking use of ballot papers instead of EVMs during upcoming Assembly and Lok Sabha polls. A bench headed by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi did not agree with the contention that electronic voting machines are capable of being misused and that they should not be used in the polls to ensure free and fair elections. The court observed that every system and machine is capable of being used and misused. In a landmark decision, the Union Cabinet has approved building and development of Kartarpur corridor from Dera Baba Nanak in Gurdaspur district of Punjab to international border. Briefing reporters after the Cabinet meeting, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said, Kartarpur corridor project with all modern amenities and facilities will be implemented with central government funding. It will provide smooth and easy passage to pilgrims to visit Gurudwar Darbar Sahib throughout the year.
वीजा की फैसिलिटी, कस्टम्स की फैसिलिटी, ये सारी बॉर्डर इस पॉइंट पे होगी कि जिनको ये सुविधा मिलेगी वो सीमा पार वहां तक जा पाए। और इसको भारत सरकार की पूरी फंडिंग के साथ एक इंटीग्रेटेड डेवलपमेंट सब आधुनिक मॉडर्न सुविधाओं के साथ किया जाएगा ताकि एक स्मूथ पैसेज जो वहां पिलग्रिम्स जाते हैं उनको.
In a tweet, Home Minister Rajnath Singh said, Pakistan will be urged to reciprocate and develop a corridor with suitable facilities in their territory. The Union Cabinet has decided to develop the historic town of Sultanpur Lodi as a heritage town on smart city principles. The heritage complex at Sultanpur Lodi, pinned Babe Nanakda, will be developed to depict life in the times of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Sultanpur Lodi railway station will also be upgraded and developed. The Cabinet also passed a resolution to celebrate the 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, which falls in 2019, throughout the country and across the globe. Mr. Jaitley said commemorative coin and postage stamps will be released by the Government of India to mark the momentous occasion. He said religious activities will be organized throughout the country. Cabinet has also approved setting up of a medical college in Silvassa in Dadar and Nagar Haveli. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said the capital cost of the project will be 189 crore rupees with the yearly intake of 150 students. It will be completed by 2019-20. The Cabinet has extended the term of the Commission to examine issue of subcategorization of other backward classes in Central List for 6 months till 31st of May next year. The Cabinet also approved the Allied and Healthcare Professions Bill 2018 for regulation and standardization of education and services by allied and healthcare professionals. President Ram Nath Kovind has said globalization is most meaningful when it helps the range of global stakeholders from international corporations to local communities. He was addressing the India Business Summit in Sydney today. He said economic and social transformation in India is due to the role of technology and innovation. Our Sydney correspondent has filed this report.
While addressing the summit, President said India has renewed its commitment to liberal, transparent and globalized economy. He said fiscal and regulatory processes has been significantly revamped to make business system more structured and cleaner. On the other hand, Prime Minister Scott Morrison in his address said that trade between both the nations should be increased as benefit of investment goes both the ways. It may be recalled that India-Australia look forward to balanced outcome that results in modern, comprehensive and mutually beneficial economic partnership. Sanjeev Sundariyal, AIR News, Sydney, Australia.
Earlier, President Ramnath Kovind today unveiled the statue of Mahatma Gandhi at Parramatta in Sydney. On this occasion, a large number of Indian community were present to welcome the Indian President. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison was also present on this occasion. Both the leaders addressed the Indian diaspora. The President also presented the book Hindi Swaraj to the Australian PM. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu today said the concept of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam should be promoted. Mr. Naidu said India, with a large population of about 130 crore, is a land of cultural, religious and ethnic diversities. He was addressing children who lost their parents due to communal, terrorist or Naxal violence. As part of National Integration Week, 6 children from different parts of the country met the Vice President in New Delhi this morning. They also met Home Minister Rajnath Singh and Minister of State for Home Kiren Rijiju. The National Integration Week is celebrated from 19th to 25th of November every year. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stones of City Gas Distribution CGD projects in 129 districts from New Delhi today. It will herald the availability of convenient, environment-friendly and cheaper natural gas for almost half of the country's population, spread across 26 states and union territories. Mr. Modi will also lay foundation stones marking the beginning of work for city gas networks in at least 62 cities. Our correspondent reports that during the event, the Prime Minister will also launch 10th CGD bidding round spread over 124 districts in 14 states. The Supreme Court today closed contempt proceedings against Delhi BJP Chief and Member of Parliament Manoj Tiwari for breaking the civic agency's seal on a premises in New Delhi in September. A bench headed by Justice Madan B. Lokur observed that the court was extremely pained due to his conduct as he is an elected representative and should have behaved responsibly. The Apex Court had on September 19th issued contempt notice against Tiwari, taking note of a report filed by the monitoring committee alleging that the BJP leader had broken the seal of the premises. Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satyapal Malik today said that formation of a stable new government in the state was an impossibility as parties with opposing political ideologies, including some which have been demanding the dissolution of the assembly, were coming together. He termed such an alliance as an attempt to gain power rather than to form a responsive government. In an exclusive interview to ANI and DD News, Governor Malik said that he had been receiving complaints for past 15 days of horse trading and that MLAs were being threatened. Our correspondent.
पिछले 15 दिन से मुझे शिकायतें आ रही थी कि हॉर्स ट्रेडिंग भी हो रही है, एमएलएस को डराया भी जा रहा है, धमकाया भी जा रहा है, बहुत बड़े पैमाने पर रुपया बांटने की तैयारी है। ये सारी चीजें जानते हुए मैं ये नहीं कर सकता था कि मैं किसी को मौका दे दूं और वो फिर बड़े पैमाने पर खरीद फरोख्त करे और स्टेट को डिस्टेबलाइज करे। मैंने जो जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता के पक्ष में था वो काम किया है।
Our correspondent has filed this report.
The core group meeting of State Unit of Bharatiya Janata Party is underway in Jammu, wherein the party leaders are discussing the future strategy in the wake of dissolution of State Assembly. BJP State President Ravindra Rana has said that his party is in favor of holding Assembly elections in the state along with parliamentary elections. R.K. Rana, AR News, Jammu.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website newsonair.nic.in. In Rajasthan, today is the last day to withdraw the nominations for assembly elections. Final list of the candidates will be declared tomorrow. Symbols will also be allotted to independent candidates tomorrow. Both BJP and Congress are trying to convince the rebel candidates to withdraw their nominations. More from our correspondent.
Around 35 leaders of Congress and more than 25 leaders of BJP have filed nomination against declared candidates of their respective parties. Congress deployed the team of its central leaders to settle the rebel candidates in favor of the party. In BJP, CM Vasundhara Raje and other senior leaders are trying to convince rebels to withdraw their nominations. Meanwhile, senior leaders of both parties have now started the campaigning. Former Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot is having public meetings in Phalodi, Pipar and Lohavat of Jodhpur region today. Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje will hold public meetings in Pratapgarh and Dungarpur tomorrow. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
A high-level team of Election Commission of India, led by Chief Election Commissioner O.P. Rawat, will reach Hyderabad this evening to review poll arrangements in the state. The 11-member ECI team will meet the representatives of all recognized political parties today over poll preparations. State Chief Electoral Officer Dr. Rajat Kumar informed that the ECI team will hold a review meeting with the district election authorities, IGs and SPs tomorrow. The team will also meet senior officials of the state, including the Chief Secretary, Director General of Police and nodal officers of Income Tax, Commercial Tax, managers of various transport departments during the two-day visit. In Madhya Pradesh, voter slips have been distributed well in advance to more than 3,42 lakh voters belonging to around 1,25 lakh families. Voter slips in Braille language will be distributed to differently abled voters. Voting for the assembly seats will be held in Madhya Pradesh on the 28th of November and the votes will be counted on 11th December. We have a report.
More than 5,4,95,000 voters are registered in the voter list in Madhya Pradesh. The Election Commission has also distributed around 53 lakh voter guides. The voter guide released by the Election Commission of India is the compilation of detailed information regarding how to vote, approved identity card for voting, process of voting through EVM, VVPAT, do's and don'ts, etc. Meanwhile, campaigning for assembly elections has intensified in Madhya Pradesh. Star campaigner of various political parties are making tours in different parts of the state to win the voters. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
In Mizoram, campaigning by major parties has intensified across the state with just a few days to go for polling on the 28th of this month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in the 50th edition of Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio this Sunday. Mr. Modi has been raising various important issues through this monthly program. He had shared his thoughts on Mission Indradhanush, which aims at achieving full immunization coverage.
On 30th October 2016, the Prime Minister had said Mission Indradhanush involves a vaccination program covering those kids who got left out during previous immunization campaigns and empowers them with immunity against serious diseases.
सरकार की तरफ से टीकाकरण तो होता ही है, लेकिन फिर भी लाखों बच्चे टीकाकरण से छूट जाते हैं, बीमारी के शिकार हो जाते हैं। मिशन इंद्रधनुष टीकाकरण का एक ऐसा अभियान जो छूट गए हुए बच्चों को भी समेटने के लिए लगा है, जो बच्चों को गंभीर रोगों से मुक्ति के लिए ताकत देता है।
Talking to AIR News, Additional Secretary in the Health Ministry, Manoj Jalani said the coverage under the Mission Indradhanush has increased substantially in 190 districts.
After the launch of Mission Indradhanush, we saw a remarkable increase in immunization coverage. The coverage, which used to increase by about 1 percentage point every year, has increased to over 18% in the last 3 years. So this is a huge and remarkable increase.
Mission Indradhanush aims at increasing full immunization coverage in India to at least 90% children by December 2018. With Anand Kumar, Sheila, AIR News, Delhi.
The Open Forum, which has been an integral part of the International Film Festival of India, IFFI, for past 30 years, began today at Panaji in Goa. The Open Forum provides a platform to filmmakers, actors, jury members, senior government officials and organizers of film festivals from India and abroad to exchange their views in a free and frank manner. News Services Division of All India Radio brings you a special roundup on 49th International Film Festival of India, Goa. This will be broadcast in Parikrama and Aaj Savere till 29th of this month. Stay tuned to FM Gold for the latest updates about the festival. In boxing, MC Mary Kom and Lovelina Borgohain will play their semi-final bouts of the Women's World Championships in New Delhi today. In the 48-kilogram category, Mary Kom, a 5-time world champion, will take on Kim Hyang-mi of North Korea. In the 69-kilogram category, 21-year-old Lovelina will meet Chen Yen-chin of Chinese Taipei. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Supreme Court dismisses plea seeking use of ballot papers instead of EVMs during upcoming Assembly and Lok Sabha polls. Cabinet approves development of Kartarpur corridor in Punjab from Dera Baba Nanak in Gurdaspur district to international border. Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satyapal Malik says formation of a stable new government in the state was an impossibility. And in boxing, MC Mary Kom and Lovelina Borgohain to play their semi-final bouts of Women's World Championships in New Delhi this evening. And that is all in the news. In the Midday News, good night.